So, what exactly is an internet troll? Hint, it's not a hairy creature under a bridge. Right, let's talk about the internet. That magical place you visit to watch cat videos, argue with strangers about pineapple on pizza, and accidentally buy 3 years worth of artisanal yak cheese at 2 in the morning. But lurking in the digital shadows, you'll find a peculiar species, the internet troll. Now, when I say troll, your mind might conjure up a grumpy, warty creature from a fairy tale, demanding a toll to cross a bridge. And honestly, that's not a terrible metaphor. An internet troll is basically that. But instead of guarding a bridge, they guard the comments section of a YouTube video. And instead of a toll, they demand your sanity. They are people who deliberately post inflammatory, off-topic, or just plain nonsensical things online. Their goal isn't to have a good faith discussion, it's to provoke you. Think of it this way. You might post a lovely picture of your new puppy, a creature of pure, unadulterated joy. You are proud, you are happy. Then, from the depths of cyberspace, a comment appears. That dog's ears are asymmetrical. Statistically, dogs with asymmetrical ears are 73% less likely to succeed in life. A fact. Now, is that a real fact? Of course not. Did that person conduct a multi-year study on canine ear symmetry and its correlation with success? Absolutely not. They are a troll. Their entire purpose is to slide into your happy moment, plant a seed of ridiculous negativity, and then sit back and watch the chaos unfold. It's a performance, a strange, sad one-person show where the only applause is your frustration. The defining characteristic of a troll is their intent. They are not simply people who disagree with you. Disagreement is normal. It's how we as a society decide on important things, like whether a hot dog is a sandwich. It isn't. Don't write in. A troll, however, doesn't care about the topic at hand. They could be in a forum for competitive gardening enthusiasts, and while everyone else is discussing the optimal pH level for hydrangeas, the troll will pop in to declare that all flowers are a government conspiracy to distract us from the fact that birds aren't real. Their mission is disruption for disruption's sake, a digital form of knocking over someone else's sandcastle just because they can. So, to be perfectly clear, a troll is not someone with a different opinion. They are an agent of chaos. They are the person who walks into a library and starts shouting the plot of a movie you haven't seen yet. They are the human equivalent of a pop-up ad that you can't close. They thrive on derailing conversations and making pleasant online spaces unpleasant. They are not interested in debate, resolution, or understanding. They are simply there to set a fire and warm their hands on the flames of your annoyance. And understanding that is the first step in learning how not to get burned. So, the billion-dollar question is, why? Why would anyone choose to spend their precious, finite time on this earth making a stranger feel bad about their puppy's ears? The answer, like most things involving human behavior, is complicated and a little bit depressing. For many trolls, the key ingredient is anonymity. The internet allows you to wear a mask. You're not Dave from accounting, you're Dragon Slayer 420. This digital costume makes people feel powerful and disconnected from the consequences of their actions. It's a lot easier to be a jerk when you don't have to look someone in the eye and see the hurt you're causing. It's the digital equivalent of prank calling someone, but with a potentially much larger and more vulnerable audience. Another significant factor is simply boredom, mixed with a craving for attention. Yes, really. Imagine a person sitting alone, feeling insignificant or ignored in their daily life. Now imagine they can go online, type a few outrageous sentences, and suddenly 10, 20, or even 100 people are reacting to them. They are paying attention. To the troll, any attention, even negative attention, is better than no attention at all. They have successfully made an impact, however toxic. It's a sad, twisted way to feel important. They are the star of their own little drama, and your angry replies are their standing ovation. They are essentially manufacturing a sense of power that they lack in their real offline existence. Then there's the group dynamic, the pack troll, if you will. Sometimes trolling isn't a solo activity, it's a group sport. Online communities can form around a shared love for causing mayhem. In these echo chambers, trolling is encouraged, celebrated, and even taught. New members are rewarded for being particularly cruel or clever in their provocations. This creates a sense of belonging and community, which is something all humans crave. The tragic irony, of course, is that they are finding community by actively destroying it for everyone else. It's like a book club where instead of reading books, they just go around setting fire to libraries. Finally, and perhaps most disturbingly, some trolls genuinely enjoy inflicting pain. This is a psychological concept known as sadism. They derive pleasure from the suffering of others. For them, seeing a person get upset, defensive, or emotionally distraught is the entire point. It's a power trip. They are in control of someone else's emotions, and that makes them feel dominant and superior. It is a deeply unpleasant truth about a small segment of the population, and the internet has given them a playground with an almost infinite number of potential victims. It's a dark impulse, and the internet has, unfortunately, provided it with a global stage and a megaphone. Now that we know what a troll is and have peered into the murky depths of their motivations, let's look at what they actually do. It's not always as simple as yelling your dog is ugly. Their tactics can be surprisingly varied. One classic move is what's known as concern trolling. This is where the troll pretends to agree with you, but raises concerns designed to undermine your point or make you look foolish. For example, on a post celebrating a woman's career achievement, a concerned troll might comment, "This is so fantastic. I just worry that focusing so much on her career will make it hard for her to find a husband and have children. I'm just looking out for her happiness." See? It's framed as care, but it's actually a passive-aggressive jab. Then you have the king of all troll behaviors, the personal attack, or ad hominem. This happens when a troll can't argue with your point, so they attack you instead. Are you discussing climate change? Well, the troll will ignore your data and instead say, "You can't even spell photosynthesis correctly in your profile bio, so why should anyone listen to you?" They shift the focus from the topic to you, personally. It's a cheap, effective, and incredibly frustrating way to derail a conversation. It's not about winning an argument, it's about making the other person feel small and stupid so they just give up and go away. Another popular weapon in the troll's arsenal is whataboutism. This is a deflection tactic. Let's say you post about a problem happening in country A. The troll will immediately pop up and say, "But what about the problems in country B?" The goal here is to make your original point seem less important, or to imply you're a hypocrite for not talking about every single problem in the world at once. It's a completely disingenuous way to engage, because the troll doesn't actually care about the problems in country B. They just want to stop you from talking about the problems in country A. It's a rhetorical smokescreen designed to create confusion and exhaustion. Finally, there is the simple brute force method of spamming and harassment. This can involve flooding a comment section with nonsense, repeatedly sending abusive messages, or even doxing, which is the terrifying act of publishing someone's private information online, like their home address or phone number. This is where trolling crosses the line from being an annoyance to being a serious threat. The emotional toll of this kind of behavior can be immense. It makes people feel unsafe, not just online, but in their own homes. It's a reminder that behind the screen names are real people, and the damage trolls inflict can have severe, real-world consequences. So, you've identified a troll in the wild. They're being obnoxious, they're derailing the conversation, and frankly, they're ruining your day. What do you do? Your first, most powerful instinct should be this: do absolutely nothing. This is the golden rule of the internet. Don't feed the trolls. Remember, their fuel is your reaction. Your anger, your frustration, your carefully crafted counter-arguments. That is the food they crave. By ignoring them, you are starving them of the attention they so desperately want. It is, without a doubt, the most infuriating thing you can do to a troll. It's like a heckler at a comedy show being met with dead, awkward silence. The power dynamic shifts immediately. Of course, ignoring them is just step one. Your next move is to use the tools the internet provides. Block, mute, and report. These buttons are your best friends. Blocking a user prevents them from ever interacting with you again. It's like building a digital wall around your happy place. Muting is a quieter option. You won't see their posts, but they won't know you've muted them. And, most importantly, report them. If a troll is being abusive, hateful, or threatening, report their comment and their profile to the platform's moderators. This isn't being a tattletale. It's being a responsible digital citizen. You are helping to clean up the space for everyone. It's also crucial to support those who are being targeted. If you see someone being piled on by trolls, a simple act of kindness can make a world of difference. You don't have to engage with the trolls directly. Instead, you can send a positive reply to the person being attacked. Say something like, "Hey, ignore the haters. That's a great point." Or, "For what it's worth, I support what you're saying." This creates a counter-narrative of support and solidarity. It reminds the victim that the trolls are just a loud, obnoxious minority, and that there are good people online too. It helps them feel less alone in the face of a digital mob. Ultimately, building a better internet is a collective effort. It's about remembering that behind every avatar and username is a human being. It's about choosing kindness over cruelty and conversation over chaos. Trolls thrive in environments where negativity is allowed to fester. We can combat that by actively promoting respect and empathy. Celebrate good posts. Engage in thoughtful discussions. And when you encounter a troll, remember the plan: ignore, block, report. By refusing to play their game, we take away their power. We can make the internet a little less like a public toilet on the last day of a music festival, and a little more like the global community it was meant to be.